Welcome back to my channel. I'm TheMomLatrice, and today I'm finally going to be reviewing this. This is Kayali's Eden Sparkling Lychee 39. I have had her since the day she released. Okay, I have had her since the day she released, but I just haven't had the chance to sit down and do a full dedicated review of her. And I know I'm late, but I wanted to go ahead and do it. I have not seen any other reviews of this product. I have just been enjoying her. If you can see my little den, I've been spraying her down. I've been trying different layering combos because since I'm so late, I wanted to give you guys a thorough review, not just an initial spray test or anything like that. So I'm actually going to be reviewing her for real, okay? If you like people who keep it real, if you like people who keep it positive and who keep it pushing, then this is the place for you. Now let's get into this video. Okay, you guys, I am not going to try to edit anything in this video. I want to just run straight through because I'm running short on time and this video is already super late. We are toward the end of December, and I think this was released December 1st, and I got her December 1st, but I just have not had time to actually sit down and do a dedicated review of this video. So we're going to do that now. So the notes on Kayali's Eden Sparkling Lychee. Okay, let me get the name correct. The notes are lychee, blackcurrant, Italian lemon, red apple, violet, jasmine sambac, rose, sugar, vanilla absolute, musk, amber, sandalwood, and cedar. Okay, that's a lot of notes. That's a lot of notes. That's a lot of notes. But I feel like they all work together really, really well in here. Now, let's spray her so I can just refresh my memory. You guys, okay, so when you first spray it, like, you get that tinge in the back of your nose. That's the aromatic kind of tingly feeling, the effervescent feeling of this. It is very citrusy with the citrus notes in here, but it's also very sweet. Now, like I said, I have not seen people's, reviews of this because I didn't want it to kind of taint what I say. I didn't want to accidentally say what somebody else said, so I did want to just do my own thing. Like I said, as you can see, I have been spraying this a lot, and I feel like I can speak on it with some authority at this point. So when you first spray it, you definitely get the lychee. Now, the lychee isn't the lychee that's in a lot of other fragrances that I have. Okay, so I have lychee fragrances. I have Greenwich Village, that's kind of lychee. I have Very Good Girl, that's kind of lychee. Delina is lychee. Also, what other lychee fragrances do I have? There's some lychee in Attrape Res by Louis Vuitton. So I have a few fragrances that are lychee, and I really do like all of them. So it's a note that I really love. This lychee is not as sour as some of the lychee fragrances that I have. So it's lychee, but it's a fresh citrusy lychee in here. The projection on here is pretty good, especially when you first spray it. You get a moderate projection, I would say about maybe 3 to 4 feet. And then when it dries down, it does kind of stay closer to the body. The longevity on this is moderate. I would say all of Kayali fragrances are moderate projection. A lot of people I know say that they don't last very long, but I really have genuinely not had a problem with Kayali fragrances lasting a long time on me. I'm sorry, I'm moving the camera. I generally have not had a lot of issues with Kayali fragrances having, a short life, staying power, anything like that on me. But again, I do moisturize. I spray heavy. I am a heavy sprayer, so that's probably why. But this was released, November. Honestly, it was released November 30th because I remember trying to stay up until midnight in order to get this because I need it immediately, okay? If I know something's coming out and I really want it, I want to get it ASAP. So I stayed up and then I ordered it on the Kayali website. I noticed it was about 10 p.m. on November 30th and it was released. So I went ahead, honey, I put it in the cart and I checked out. And then the next day, December 1st, I was getting all the emails and the messages from Sephora that it was at Sephora available for purchase. And then I started getting FOMO and I'm like, I'm gonna have to wait for the shipment on the Kayali website. I don't want to wait at all, right? So then I ended up ordering it on the Sephora website for same day delivery. So I paid the extra $6.99 or whatever it was in order to get the same day delivery. So I went ahead and got that. It came probably maybe 6 p.m. that night, and I immediately opened it. I was not trying to wait for a video or nothing like that. Okay, I wanted to smell it immediately. So I opened it and I sprayed it. And honestly, when I sprayed it, it was not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. Now I know it's sparkling, but that's sparkling champagne kind of feeling, airy quality of this fragrance, it does take you aback a little bit when you first spray it. And I got it and I was like, oh my goodness, it's interesting, but it was beautiful. I was in love with it from the first sniff. So after that initial sniff, I sprayed myself down with it, and then probably, I would say, I went to bed about 10 o'clock that night. So it happened 4 hours later. I could still smell it on my skin, although it did get a lot softer on my skin. So it was about the 4-hour mark. And generally, I expect my fragrances to last about 4 hours, and I'm happy with that. I don't need something that's going to last 12 hours, you know, because I'm going to be showering. I want to change my fragrance. So I enjoy fragrances that last between like the 4 to 6 hour mark. And if it's good, honey, I don't mind if it's a 3-hour fragrance, because I'll just continue to reapply it. But when I went to bed at 10 o'clock that night, I could still smell it. But again, I was trying to test it out. So I sprayed some more on me. I sprayed my pajamas. I sprayed my clothes. I sprayed my body, everything. And then I went to bed. I probably woke up about 7 o'clock the next morning. I couldn't smell it on my skin anymore. But when I sniffed my pajamas, it was still there. I could still smell it really distinctly. So I feel like if you want this to last, spray your clothes, you know, spray your skin, but also spray your clothes. And this is going to last you a general day, maybe 6-7 hours, a little more if you overspray it. So it's perfect for that. I would absolutely say it is worth the coin. It is very beautiful. Like I said, moderate projection, moderate lasting power. The sillage is really pretty on this. Now, getting into the way it smells, for those of you who haven't smelled it yet, I don't know who you are, because I feel like I'm so late doing this video. But when I sprayed, okay, so like the best way for me to describe it is, like, say Willy Wonka created a humongous bag of Skittles, and one of them bad little kids that was talking back didn't listen, and they fell inside the bag of Skittles, and the bag got closed up around them. This smells like the air inside of a bag of Skittles. When you first get your Skittles and you crack them open, and then you smell the fruitiness and the kind of like citrusiness of your Skittles, that is exactly what this smells like to me. I was really trying to figure out a way to describe this for people who didn't know what it smelled like. And that is honestly the best way that I could describe this fragrance. It's very fruity. It's very airy. It's not spicy in the sense of like spice, cinnamon, or anything like that. But the citrusy champagne kind of quality does kind of give you the vibe of a spiciness, because when you spray it, it does kind of go straight up into your nostrils and you feel it. Like, this is a fragrance you're gonna feel like that tickling in the back of your throat with this one. Okay, so it is really pretty. Like I said before, I would say I do smell the apple. I'm looking at the notes. I smell the apple. I really smell the lemon. The jasmine in here is not really pronounced, but I would say that this is a fruity floral. Now, the floral is kind of in the background. It's not in the forefront at all. I would say what I smell the most is that sugar. The sugar is almost lickable. Okay, the sugar is almost like you smell it and you just like, you want to lick your wrist. Is that sweet? And that's why I feel like the candy is the best way to kind of describe what this smells like. So yeah, those are my thoughts. As far as layering combos go, I tried I'm sorry if you can hear my kids, because they're screaming and they're playing, and I don't want to kill their joy. But it's hard to film like that. But anyway, so I tried to layer it with some of my lychee fragrances. I layered it with Carolina Herrera's Very Good Girl, but that overpowered Sparkling Eden Sparkling Lychee. That one overpowered it. So then I sprayed it with Greenwich Village by Bond Number 9, because it does have a lychee note. But I feel like it was a decent layering combo. If you layer these two together, you're gonna get more of like a musky, lychee, fruity fragrance. This can overpower Eden's Sparkling Lychee as well. So if you want to do this one is nice, but I would say spray 1 spray of this to like 3 sprays of this, and it gives it kind of like a musky kind of citrusy quality to it. So that was a decent layering combo, although like I said, you know, this one is a beast, honey. This one is a beast, so this is probably going to overpower almost anything, but because it does have lychee in it, I wanted to give it a try. I didn't hate it, so go ahead and try that out and let me know in the comments if you like that layering combo. And then I noticed that this Greenwich Village has a praline note in here, so I was like, let me try it and layer it with some praline. So I ended up layering her with Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. So I layered Gold Couture with the Sparkling Lychee, and I actually like this combo. So the praline in here and the caramel in here kind of gives this a little bit of richness that it doesn't have. This is more airy and fruity and effervescent, and this is more denser, caramely sweet. So when you put these two together, I feel like it gives it like a richness that it doesn't have initially. So it's very, very pretty. I do wear these together you know, a lot now because I absolutely adore this fragrance. And if you have not entered my fragrance giveaway, I will put the video above here. Please enter because I am giving away a full bottle of Viva La Juicy Gold Couture because I absolutely love it. This is my #1 complimented fragrance of all time. And you know, if you want to win, go ahead and check that out. But yeah, these two together were really nice. Now the other layering combo that I really, really loved, let me put this back right now before I forget. The other layering combo that I really, really love is one that you probably have already guessed. It's Champagne Toast Bath and Body Works. Okay, so Bath and Body Works Champagne Toast layers absolutely perfectly with this fragrance, and they are similar in vibe, they are similar in smell. So if you've ever wanted a perfume version of Champagne Toast, then this will do you good. Okay, this will do you good, although it is not an exact dupe. I would not say that because this is fruitier, this is a little more fresher, this lasts much longer than Champagne Toast, so I would not compare those two together. The amber in here, I don't pick it up a lot, but I do pick up that cedar. I'm not the biggest fan of amber fragrances, but cedar I absolutely adore and love and obsessed with. So this one is a good one. I have 2 bottles at this point because I did not cancel my order on the Kayali website. This is the one from Sephora, and the one from the Kayali website I have as well. And I know that I'm going to go through this, especially when the warmer climate kind of comes in springtime and summer. I am going to be running through this. Okay, so I'm going to keep both bottles because I love it that much. It's really that good, you guys. And get your nose on it at Sephora if you can. If not, I know that Kayali really does a lot of samples on their website. I don't know if this is available as a sample yet, but go ahead and get your nose on it. I think it's worth it. I like it a lot. I love the Kayali line. As you know, you've probably seen all the love that I give to it on this channel. But yeah, I love that fragrance. It's really good to me. It's good to layer with a bunch of different things like most Kayali fragrances are. I want to try it with Vanilla 28. I want to try it with Eden Juicy Apple. I heard that's a really good layering combo as well. So that is my spiel. Okay, those are my thoughts. Those are my initial thoughts, my testing thoughts over the past almost month at this point. I'm sorry that this video is so late, and I hope you got something out of it. Let me know down below if you've smelled this fragrance, what layering combos you like. If you do like it, or if you don't like it, let me know all of that. Also, please like, please subscribe, please share with someone who maybe hasn't heard a lot about the fragrance or wants to know the layering combos or my thoughts on it. Hopefully you found this helpful. I love you guys so much. I appreciate all the love and support. And until next time, I love you, love you, love you, love you.